There are places on this planet where the Constitution does not reach, places where judges have no authority, places where names disappear, time loses meaning, and the law is reduced to silence. They are not myths, they are not conspiracy fantasies, they are real. And, yeah, they were created by the United States government. This is the story of secret prisons, how they operate, how they stay hidden, and how they exist outside American law. To understand secret prisons, you must first understand one concept: legal darkness, not illegal, not legal, but, deliberately undefined. After the Cold War, and especially after September 11, 2001, the US intelligence community faced a problem. They wanted total control over certain individuals, but without courts, lawyers, or public oversight. So instead of changing the law, they moved beyond it. Secret prisons are not mistakes, they are not rogue operations, they are designed systems. Officially, they exist to protect national security. Unofficially, they exist to bypass accountability. In a normal prison, you have a name, you have a file, you have a court, you have rights. In a secret prison, you are a number. Your location is classified. Your detention is temporary, but indefinite. Your existence can be denied. This is not detention. This is removal from the legal universe. Secret prisons rely on a system known as extraordinary rendition. Here is how it works. A suspect is identified, no warrant is issued, no charges are filed, no judge signs anything. Instead, the person is abducted, blindfolded, restrained, and transported on unmarked aircraft. These flights do not appear on public logs. They land at night. They refuel under false registrations. They move people like cargo. Once delivered, the detainee is no longer under US jurisdiction, on paper. In reality, the CIA never lets go. Secret prisons are rarely inside the United States. That is not accidental. They are usually placed in allied countries, in politically weak states, and in regions where oversight is, well, minimal. Why? Because US law stops at the border, but influence does not. By outsourcing detention, the US government gains plausible deniability. If questioned, we don't run that facility. We don't control that interrogation. We have no records. But the funding, intelligence, and directives still come from Washington. In secret prisons, detainees are often unregistered. No Red Cross access, no phone calls, no legal representation, no timeline for release. Some detainees were held for months, years, even over a decade, without being charged with a crime. Families were never informed. Governments were never notified. Some detainees officially never existed. This is how you erase a human being bureaucratically. When law disappears, limits disappear with it. Secret prisons were designed for one purpose: interrogation without constraint. Techniques banned under US law were reclassified under new language. Enhanced interrogation, stress positions, sleep adjustment. Words were sanitized. Practices were not. The absence of courts is not a side effect, it is the objective. This is the uncomfortable question. Secret prisons are not run by field agents acting alone. They require legal opinions, budget approval, and executive authorization. Lawyers were involved, politicians were briefed, presidents signed off. The system was engineered so that everyone knew enough to proceed, but not enough to be blamed. Responsibility was fragmented by design. Most Americans never hear about secret prisons. When they do, it is, brief, abstract, and buried. Why? Because secrecy is protected by national security classification, non-disclosure agreements, and threats of prosecution. Media self-censorship plays a role too. Whistleblowers face prison, officials face retirement. Silence is honestly safer than truth. Release does not mean freedom. Former detainees often leave with no apology, no compensation, and no official acknowledgement. Many are dropped in foreign countries without documents, money, or any explanation. Their past cannot be proven because, well, it was never recorded. The damage is permanent. The accountability is zero. Officially, many were closed. Unofficially, the infrastructure remains. The buildings exist. The flight networks exist. The legal justifications exist. Systems like this do not disappear. They hibernate. All they need is fear. And fear always returns. The question is not whether secret prisons violate American law. They were created specifically to avoid it. The real question is this: if a democracy builds spaces where its own laws do not apply, who decides who enters those spaces next? Because once the system exists, it never limits itself to enemies forever. This is not history. This is architecture, and it is still standing.